El día 24 de abril,
On April 24th,
fui testigo presencial de cómo un hombre de tez blanca
I was a witness of how a white man
estaba hablando de manera agresiva a un vendedor hispano.
was aggressively attacking a Hispanic street vendor
Que solo buscaba sacar el sustento diario de una manera honesta para cualquier otra persona, menos para ese hombre.
who was only trying to make an honest living for himself.
I want to speak on your behalf. Why? Because you're not only a friend, a patriot, and a godly man, but somebody that I respect and I've been following for a long time. I've heard a lot of negative things said about you tonight, not only against you, but this current administration. And I'm here to let the public know that that administration that we have problems with, including the people that spoke about having their houses taken and stuff like that, that was a former administration. You've been over backwards to not only to try to help them, but you got up in the middle of the night, knocked on my door, gave me $200 cash and brought me to a place that I was removed from, where I was put to watch and clean and secure a neighborhood and protect another Black American's property. You did that for me. I want to thank you for doing that, for being my friend as a Black American. I know you're not a racist. You have friends that are Hispanic. You support our businesses, our churches, and I thank God that you and Mr. Raymond got together and decided to open Atwater as a sanctuary city for businesses and churches. And as far as street vendors go, I use them, a lot of us use them. They have designated spots in which they're allowed to work. And as far as taxes are concerned, the only thing I know is they have to have a business license because they're paying taxes. The people who work the fields pay taxes. I know they do because they come into our car lot. As far as you being called a racist, that is a total defamation of character.
My name's Oscar, and I just want to look at you and run that clock out and let you think about your actions that you had with this gentleman on the 24th. Think about what you were doing with your kids in the back seat, what example you were giving them. When I approached the scene, you were holding a videotape like this, recording. They were recording you. I thought you were in problems. I stopped there to help you. And what did you tell me? When I asked if everything was okay, you said no, they don't pay taxes. That's what your response was to me.
It's online, undocumented.
So right there and then I knew that you were full of shit.
That's so
And you know what I did?
freedom of speech.
I reached around my window and I said, "Is this son of a gun troubling you?" They said, "Yes, he is."
How did you grow up and think it's okay to talk to people like that?
Right?
How do you think it's okay to do things like this? My mama didn't teach me shit like that. Did yours?
Yep.
You should know better than that. You're an elected official.
Everybody behind me right now, you know what, I'll tell you guys one thing right now. I was at home watching this streaming, and I felt compelled to come down here because the people behind you that are speaking on you don't know you, okay? I feel that they're speaking on the narrative they want to run with, the bull that they want to think and they want to project out there. But I know you, Paul. I've known you for years, okay? You've been there for me several times. Last year, I had a brother that died, fell in the military, and you helped me last year give him, Sergeant Carlos Torres, a hero's welcome. People behind me say, "Oh, I got video of Paul doing this. I got video of Paul with me at St. Anthony's holding the American flag, telling me, you know what? That's a brother. That's a brother," as he came down Wynn Way. I'm here because I felt compelled to come and advocate for you, Paul. These people behind me who don't know you and want to judge you for 5 seconds of whatever nonsense they saw, that's unfair to you. You guys are, people behind you are just as guilty as the nonsense that they're trying to accuse you of.
I'm here to tell you, Mayor, that I'm acting as an olive branch to give you the chance
to apologize to everybody that you thought it was okay to treat like your feet. I don't think that you understood that there was gonna be repercussions. I would appreciate you looking at me, because it is you that I'm talking to. That we're not gonna sit here and we're not gonna allow you to treat the street vendors like that. You should be ashamed if that was your intent. We're asking that you apologize, set an example, correct your behavior, and be the leader that you say you are.
I am here today to hold Mr. Creighton accountable for his actions. His behavior from April 24th is 100% not acceptable. Everybody deserves to be treated with respect and dignity, no matter the race or status. Majority of Merced's population is Hispanic, and the mayor's job should be to serve us, not harass us. We have to endure enough discrimination already, believe me. I'm here to demand respect for our Hispanic people. We will not tolerate this. We've had enough.
My mother was born in Mexico City in 1941. My father was born in Artesia, New Mexico. My mother came here legally. And what both of them taught me, I'm adopted, by the way. I have a black brother, I have a white brother, I have a Mexican brother, and I have myself, and I have about 18 other kids that they had on their own. What they taught me growing up is if you do something, you do it right. If that means to register your business, do that. If that means you have to be taxed, do that. If that means you have to follow city ordinances, do that. Mr. Mayor, I'm not sure what happened that day. I stand behind you. I know you as a good friend, sir. I know each and every single one of you personally. I know you. I stand by you.
I am compelled to voice my concerns about the racist leadership that makes up Atwater City Council and call for the immediate resignation of Mayor Paul Creighton. Mayor Creighton and the rest of City Council, your decision last May to declare Atwater a business sanctuary sent a clear message across Merced County. You all condone racism. I was very disturbed by the commentary made by many of you. You intentionally co-opted a sacred resistance movement that immigrants and refugees have created in order to survive. And it is unacceptable that to present day, Atwater City Mayor Paul Creighton continues to get away with hate speech and bigotry. I was made aware of the incident that happened over the weekend. Mayor verbally assaulted and intimidated a street vendor and community members that were present. City staff and law enforcement, as expected in the city of Atwater, tried to protect his behavior, and that is unacceptable.
I witnessed an illegal street vendor, and I was with my family on the way to a local store, and I stopped, and I approached the gentleman, and I gave him my card. I said I was the mayor, and that asked him if he had a business license, which he didn't speak very good English. At that point, I said, you can't be here on the corner. This is city property on the corner because you're blocking the corner. And he said, okay, in broken English. And I informed him, I said, well, you could get in trouble with code enforcement here, so you need to probably pack up and move because it's not allowed. If you don't have a license, you can't be here. If you have a license, you need to move in a better location. And then on my way back to my car, some people approached, and there were some perceptions, and I let the city manager know that there's a vendor on the corner of Atwater Boulevard and First Street that is operating without a permit. From what I can tell, I'm not sure. Can you please inquire? So that's all it was, the interaction between he and I. There was never any racial comments or accusations or anything. He was actually a very polite gentleman. I don't know how this got spun into whatever it is. I think it's part of the society we're in, where we have people that don't know and weren't there. So it's important to follow the process as members of the community, whether you're a street vendor or you own your own restaurant. And by doing that, you make the community safer.